What's up, everybody? I'm Ryan, and this is LHN Films. This video is going to be on my analysis of the Carolina Hurricanes versus New York Rangers Game 1. So it started out with a huge hit. Brady Skjei absolutely crushed Jesper Fast. Unfortunately, Jesper Fast was injured and it did not return. But this hit ended up leading to a Jaccob Slavin goal. He snuck in backdoor as Fast had to stay on the ice. He was standing still. Put it up over the shoulder of Henrik Lundqvist. Not much Lundqvist could do about there. Stahl had a big hit on Necas. It was a very, very physical game as a whole, but especially in the first. Justin Williams and Ryan Strome fought. Definitely not two guys you think of as fighters, but early on they were trying to get their teams going. Penalties. There were a ton of penalties in this game. The power plays for both teams really did not convert. The Rangers went 0 for 7, and the Hurricanes went 1 for 7. In the first also, Trocheck had a nice little toe drag, backhand shot, hit the crossbar. Necas ended up getting crushed twice. I forgot who laid the second hit, but he got laid out twice. Slavin, I thought, really stood out in the first to me. The Hurricanes just dominated play, but Lundqvist definitely kept them in it. As for the second, the Rangers had a much stronger start, actually controlled play for the first time. Lundqvist made a good save on Foegele on a breakaway. There was a power play goal by Sebastian Aho, a really nice tip from Andrei Svechnikov. And then it was definitely a more evenly matched period. It was just a ton of power plays, penalty kills that whole period. Mika Zibanejad had a really nice goal in the second. It was a good tip from Ryan Lindgren. But overall, Zibanejad's game, even though he put up some points, definitely was not his strongest. And then in the third period, we start off, Lundqvist made a phenomenal save on Jake Gardiner, trying to keep his team in the game. Greg McKegg hit Nino Niederreiter from behind, which eventually led to a Marty Necas goal. Right as the power play was expiring, Necas took a slap shot. It was a perfect tip from Mark Stahl, scoring on himself, went 5-hole. So that gave Carolina a 3-1 lead. Lundqvist made a huge stop on Aho on a 2-on-1. Tony DeAngelo later took a penalty, but Mark Stahl actually got one for his own team, scored a great shorthanded goal slapper from the point after some good puck movement from Zibanejad and Panarin. And then as the final score, the Hurricanes won this one 3-2. And overall, I thought Carolina was the much better team. They controlled way more of the play. They had a lot more high-danger chances. Their defense looked solid. They held the Rangers forwards to basically no good chances. Panarin didn't look that good most of the game. He was just solid but was not up to his standards. Sebastian Aho, I thought, was the best player of this game. He was reminding me a bit of Henrik Zetterberg, the way he was controlling the puck and not being knocked off of it. Jaccob Slavin was the best defenseman from both the teams for sure. Andrei Svechnikov looked really good. Just that Carolina top line did a great job controlling play. It just looked like the Rangers didn't show up. Kaapo Kakko, I think that was the best game I've ever seen him play. He looked really solid. Henrik Lundqvist, of course, kept them in it, but overall the Rangers just did not show up in this one. When you look at this heat map, you can really tell that Carolina did a great job getting to the front of the net. That's where you want your high danger chances to come from, and they did a much better job compared to the Rangers there. They also had more chances from the point, and overall just controlled more play. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this series goes, as the Hurricanes look quite a bit more dominant, but it ended up being a one-goal game. So we'll see how it goes, but that was a good first win for Carolina.